Hey everyone, it's Faisal for All Things Mobile, and today I'll just be showing you a quick look around something called the web apps on the BlackBerry PlayBook. Now, web apps are pretty interesting. They're pretty easy to make. You really don't have to have much programming experience in order to make a web app, and some of them do turn out pretty cool. So, something I've been working on just yesterday, threw something together, and this is a Toronto Star web app. So, if I get my PlayBook, got it here. There's the application icon. Now, I know that's a really crappy icon. Yes, I know. But I'm not really worried about the icon. It's rather about the function of the application. The icon I could just fix up later in Adobe Photoshop or Microsoft Paint, really. So I've got it running here. And this is what the web app actually looks like. So it's basically the Toronto Star. Their tablet optimized version, but in like an app view, so it doesn't run in the browser, so you don't have those scrolling issues, you don't have any of that, those things that come in the browser where it's not 100% optimized. But in this application you could kind of, it's a tablet version, so you can kind of just swipe through and you can read your news. For example, if I want to go to news here and I want to read this, I just tap on that, and that loads up this. That loads up this, and that loads up the article. And I could scroll from left and right, and down here you've got the page indication, page 1 of 2. Whoops, I accidentally ran too far. So page 1 of 2. Scroll, and you get the second page. So it's pretty nice, pretty neat actually. And if I X out of that, or X, yep, I'm back in the this view. And from here I could just press the news here, and I could scroll through any other section. So let's go to GTA right now, and you can see the news in the GTA, and it's the same idea where you just kind of tap and then it goes through. Pictures also do load up, plus you get the caption there. And if there's multiple pictures, you could scroll through the pictures, but in this case it says 1 out of 1, so you know that there's only one picture. And to get out of pictures, you just click the X, tap the X here. Okay. You can also resize the text here. Let's make it largest as possible, and then let's make it smallest as possible. So it just takes a second to reformat the text, and it does work. As well as this does work in portrait mode, so I'll quickly demonstrate that to you guys. Portrait mode, so let's get this in portrait, and yeah, it does work in portrait mode. So then there's also the landscape mode that we were just in. So pretty neat. And also, one last thing before I forget, if we click into a news article, and we've got the ability to also share it. So down here you could share it on Facebook, post to Twitter, or email a friend, and that's kind of cool. And remember, this is the tablet version, but it's not interrupted by excessive scrolling, or it's not formatted properly. When making a web app, this is basically one way to make it so that it's a web version, but it's optimized for a tablet experience. And I think that, especially with more and more websites coming out with their tablet optimized versions, that web apps are gonna catch on a little bit more, because instead of like going to torontostar.com, you could basically just fire up this web app and go from there, right? So, and of course you could go back home. Now, this app is not perfect, and it's something I just threw together really quickly, but I wanted to show you guys. So that's that. This has been the Toronto Star web app. Simple application I created, doesn't take you very long, maybe just like 10 minutes at most. And yeah, so I'm Faisal for All Things Mobile. This has been the Toronto Star web app.